A warm welcome to Unconscious Moderation. I'm Dr. John O'Brien, and I'm here today with Dr. Nata O'Brien, who's the author of the Unconscious Moderation Journaling.
Thank you, John.
Nata, could you kindly explain to our users why journaling is such a central part of the application?
Thank you for this question, John. Together with hypnotherapy, Jungian journaling is very specially designed for you. It's a safe space, a platform where you will take a deep dive into your unconscious. Every day, you will be asked certain questions, given certain tasks, which will involve your fantasy. Not any kind of fantasy, very special kind of fantasy. And I promise you will be surprised. The goal of the Jungian journaling, unconscious moderation journaling, is to create landscapes, as I like to call them, archetypal landscapes, which are universal. And however, whatever you answer is filling into those archetypal, collective, universal landscapes, your own unique content, your own story. So, as if I'm providing a mode for something very unique and unknown to you to emerge, because more that unconscious self dwelling inside of you and ready to be known to you and integrated emerges, less the urge for substance like alcohol. So it is a safe facilitation. It's very exciting. And if you follow the rules, which are basically you need to be spontaneous and catch the first image that comes when I ask a question in the journaling, you will be surprised or shocked at times how amazing whatever you deliver will be and what a deep sense it will make. I will be with you every day, or especially in the first month, explaining or prompting your thoughts and reflections of what you delivered in your answers. And in the first month, there will be a development of imaginative function, something absolutely crucial. And then we will go in the second month into really more specifically looking at who inside of you actually wants to drink. And the third month will be about your unique inner guidance, so that there is no imposition of any sort, but you rely to your own inner wisdom.
That sounds very interesting. So can you tell me what is the science behind the narrative writing, expressive writing, and archetypal images?
The science behind is the approach of the psychiatrist and psychoanalyst Carl Gustav Jung, who is was the major scientist, multidisciplinary with regards to exploring the unconscious, and post-Jungian research, which dwells into psychiatry, into neurology, into immunology, into anthropology, history, more or less all sciences and scientific disciplines and human exploration. It is really mind-blowing. And what it comes down to on the manifested level is that unconscious forces manifest to consciousness via images. And although in scientific discourse, we will find the words images and symbols used in specific ways, I will put them together here. So you are prompted to create your own symbols, to document them as they come to you, and you will be guided in the journaling how to do that. And the symbol is simply the best form of something unknown, because unconscious can't be conscious, right? We can make them conscious if it's well guided.
How does real awareness, the awareness of self and what's going on around you, real awareness, how does that contribute to habit change?
Well, in most cases, all of us, we simply act on behalf the inner forces. As I mentioned before,
the inner forces?
Inner forces, yeah, because psyche, our inner world, if you like, is a cosmos of energies, which when some of them activated, they're powerful energies, they're set in motion, e movere, we are moved within.
So that could be like an urge.
Like an urge, like a drive.
Yeah.
And because we are not aware of it, we simply act on it, on its behalf. And in many cases, people just reach out for that glass of alcohol without even thinking. And because it's socially so acceptable and entrenched, a ritual, social ritual, or solo ritual, that is something we do automatically. So it is a habit, and first and foremost, we are identified with it. It's like a mechanistic activity, and first and foremost, we need to raise the awareness and differentiate from the urge, because we don't have the urge has us, and we act on its behalf.
Yeah, so we are not the urge.
We are not the urge, but it resides inside of us in our inner stage, which will be the topic of journaling in the second month number 2. And that urge has a very deep and mind-blowing origin and could be different for each of us, but that remains to be seen as users do the journaling.
So what are the advantages of pairing journaling with hypnosis, relaxation?
So journaling translates the symbols into words. And it's a very interesting dive into the unconscious, where we catch the images in a very, very specially structured and guided way. Mm-hmm. We catch the images and we articulate them into words. Mm-hmm. And then we deliver our unknown story, not somebody else's, our unknown story ready to be lived. With hypnosis, it empowers a person through pausing and being more attuned with oneself in a different way, reaching that center within where things are safe, and attuning in a different way, which is not one expressing through words. So it's more about attunement with oneself in a different way.
I see. And then with that attunement, then images can come when one is relaxed. And if you're aware of those images, a little bit like the inner game of tennis and sports coaching and any high performance activity, if one is aware of those images, then there's a very good chance that one can connect with those in such a way that you can improve decision-making and health. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it is the state of being which we can reach through hypnosis, which simply makes us attuned with our natural self, not imposed or acquired self, in order to adapt to the needs of the environment or whatever. And thus the images that come in journaling, for example, or in everyday life, after these experiences of hypnosis, are absolutely genuine, and they tell the unlived story, but which is ready to live. And quite often in my practice, I'm asked by hypnotherapists when their clients come out of the hypnotic session, they would draw the core image or a scene that appeared, or several, and then we will do Jungian picture interpretation. And it's a wonderful empowerment, which actually our users will be asked to do in a slightly different way. Very, very exciting at the very end when the culmination of their story is about to happen.
I know you're doing that work around the world. And I think that it seems to me that you're helping people to access, to be really aware of the natural and to experience the natural drive towards health within, which we all have, but which people are perhaps conditioned through circumstances not to be aware of sometimes.
Yeah, we are not having an access to it properly.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah.
So I prepared for you a 3-month adventure. I kindly dare you to take that adventure and dedicate it to yourself, your unknown self, ready to be lived. Thank you.